आपके मार्क्स डिसाइड नहीं करेंगे कि आप सक्सेसफुल हो या नहीं. डोंट मेक योर चाइल्ड्स लाइफ कंपैरिजन चार्ट.
Hello everyone, welcome to the new podcast of the DOT Institute. Today we have a very special guest with us, Miss Chandamani ma'am, principal of GLS Public School. Ma'am holds an immense experience into the education sector, having guided thousands of students in their academic as well as in their personal growth journeys. Her core belief has always been rooted in the holistic development, strong values and future ready education. आज हम बात करेंगे about the changing landscape of modern education, the synergy between schooling and the supplementary education. Welcome to the show, ma'am.
Thank you, Yatish, and namaskar to everyone. I would like to thank DOT Institute for giving me this opportunity so that I can share my experience through this journey.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, you have observed the education sector over the years. So, how the definition of a successful student have been evolved, as compared to a decade ago?
Okay, so earlier it was being observed that if a child is scoring good marks, if his academic achievements are very high, so then we used to consider the child to be successful. But nowadays it has shifted. Nowadays, if a child, he should be good in academic, but not only academics, he should be confident, he should be well aware of how to behave with others, his communication skills should be good, he should be confident, he should be able to adapt himself according to the environment, and he should be able to help others. Okay, so these are the things which decide whether the child is successful or not. Not only your marks decide. आपके मार्क्स डिसाइड नहीं करेंगे कि आप सक्सेसफुल हो या नहीं. एक्चुअली हाउ यू आर एज अ ह्यूमन बीइंग, आप ह्यूमन बीइंग कैसे हो, वो डिसाइड करता है कि आप सक्सेसफुल हो या नहीं.
Definitely, ma'am. And with the same thing, like new education policy also came into the place, which focus more on the holistic development. So, like being a principal and connected to the education sector, how you can see the education system is being changing, and how a school has a role to play in not just building academic intelligence, but building emotional intelligence or life skills that are just beyond the academics.
Okay, now see, as per the requirement, CBSE has introduced NEP 2020 in the month of July. Okay, so this was being focused that 10 plus 2 system has been replaced by 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. That is 5 years of foundational stage, then 3 years of primary, and then 3 years of middle, and the 4 years of secondary stage. So that is the most important thing was rote learning to be replaced by understanding. Competency based examination is being organized by CBSE nowadays. So only memorization will not is going to help you out. So you need to, whatever knowledge you are gaining, you need to apply it. So that was the most important motive, and moreover to focus on skills. Okay, so now Kaushal Bodh has also been introduced by CBSE from class 6th onwards. Vocational courses are also there. So definitely along with the theoretical part, practical part is being also introduced by CBSE. So definitely NEP is a very huge topic. So we can organize a podcast on NEP another time. So I have just shared the main points of NEP with you.
And moreover, ma'am, if we see schooling system, like अभी भी class 10th के बाद जब there is an option of choosing the stream, उसके बाद being a parent or being a student, pressure बढ़ जाता है, expectations भी बढ़ जाती है कहीं ना कहीं. Students start preparing for their future career, उनके mind में आफ्टर 10th ये डिसाइड होता है कि नाउ ही और शी वांट्स टू बिकम इंजीनियर और अ डॉक्टर. तो वो प्रेशर बढ़ जाता है, एंड इसी के बीच बीइंग अ पेरेंट और बीइंग अ टीचर एक डिस्कशन भी होना चाहिए आई गेस कि आप बच्चे को मेंटली किस तरह ट्रेन कर रहे हैं अबाउट हैंडलिंग द प्रेशर. तो उस चीज़ पे आपका क्या पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है?
See, when the student is in class 10th, so most of the students, they don't know, they haven't decided what they want to do in future. मोर पेरेंट्स का भी नज़रिया क्या होता है कि कितने मार्क्स आएंगे, कितने परसेंटेज होंगे, डू यू वांट टू बिकम डॉक्टर, डू यू वांट टू टेक साइंस स्ट्रीम और कॉमर्स, बट दे आर नॉट रेडी टू लिसन टू द चाइल्ड. सबसे पहले वो अपने बच्चे को सुने, उसकी इच्छा क्या है, उसका इंटरेस्ट क्या है, वो करना क्या चाहता है, एंड दे शुड बी अवेलेबल टू द चाइल्ड कि जो भी वो करना चाहे उसके लिए वो अवेलेबल है, उसके लिए वो हर कदम पे पेरेंट वहाँ पर प्रेजेंट है. And from school side there should be some career guidance workshop should be organized for the students जहाँ पे बच्चों को एक टेस्ट कंडक्ट किए जाएं and they should know कि इनका इंटरेस्ट कहाँ है, what is their attitude towards the future, so that they can guide them properly. उनको proper guidance मिले कि बेटा आप इस फील्ड में अच्छा कर पाओगे, आपको इसकी नॉलेज है या आप इसमें स्किल्ड हो, instead of just saying कि he is getting 95 plus marks so you are capable of taking science. It should not happen like this. So it is a request to all the parents from my side that first listen to your child. आप बच्चे से सुनो कि वो करना क्या चाहता है, इंस्टेड ऑफ कि आप अपनी इच्छा है उस पर थोप दो कि हाँ मैं अगर डॉक्टर नहीं बन पाया तो मेरा बच्चा डॉक्टर बन जाए.
मैम हम बात कर रहे हैं, मतलब जैसा आपने कहा इसी से लिंक्ड है एक, जब पेरेंट डिस्कशन की बात आती है तो वी सी पीटीएम बीइंग हेल्ड एट डिफरेंट स्कूल, और पर्सनली आई डू फील द सेम कि जो पीटीएम है इट इज़ मोर ऑफन सीन एज अ रिजल्ट डे, जहाँ पे बस बच्चे का रिजल्ट डिस्कस होता है रेदर देन डिस्कसिंग अबाउट देयर इंटरेस्ट, डिस्कसिंग अबाउट लाइक देयर ओवरऑल डेवलपमेंट एज वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द होलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द चाइल्ड. सो कैसे इस पीटीएम में को भी और इफेक्टिव किया जाए कि पेरेंट टीचर या पूरा जो सिस्टम है वो बच्चे के मेंटल वेलबींग को सपोर्ट करें, नॉट जस्ट सीइंग एकेडमिक पार्ट, तो उनको गाइडेंस भी मिले. मोर ओवर क्योंकि बच्चा काफ़ी टाइम स्कूल में स्पेंड करता है, लाइक पूरे 24 घंटे में से वो ऑलमोस्ट 8 से 9 घंटे टीचर्स के सामने होता है, तो दे कैन सी मोर लाइक जो उनका एकेडमिक पार्ट है उसके अलावा भी उनका पार्ट देख पाते हैं कि बच्चा क्या करना चाह रहा है, वेदर वो कितना इंटरेस्टेड है एकेडमिक पार्ट को लेकर या स्पोर्ट्स में कितना इंटरेस्टेड है.
See, first of all, we should not look PTM as a marks meeting. It is not a marks meeting, okay? Because what is the expectation of the parent that we will go to the PTM and I will just see how much marks my child has scored in each subject, and they are going to note it down and then bring it at home and they will do the discussion. But instead of the marks, see, academics is definitely a part, but सबसे पहले आपको देखना है कि आपका बच्चे का behavior कैसा है, how he is behaving with the other students, his classmates, how he is talking to the teachers, and how is his communication skill, उसके communication skills कैसे हैं, whether he is confident or not, whether he is good in sports, whether he like to play sports or not, आपका बच्चा drawing में अच्छा है या नहीं है, music में इंटरेस्ट है या नहीं है. सो दीज थिंग्स पेरेंट शुड बी अवेयर ईच एंड एवरीथिंग ऑफ हिज चाइल्ड. सिर्फ मार्क्स के बारे में डिस्कशन नहीं होना चाहिए. Okay, and I would like to share this to all the teachers as well कि don't ever start any PTM with the negative remarks. आप बच्चे के negative remarks से start मत करें, पहले उसकी strengths आप discuss करें, and instead of saying कि your child is weak in this, it is not the responsibility of only a parent or a teacher. It is a teamwork. Even parents should share कि बच्चे का घर पे routine कैसा है, तभी हम मिलके उस पर काम कर पाएंगे. So nowadays what happening, teacher thinks that this is a responsibility of the parent and parents think this is the responsibility of the teacher, and who is suffering ultimately? The child. Okay, and sometimes the child take undue advantage also.
Do agree.
Yes, because if there is no communication between the parents and the teachers, so definitely is going to take undue advantage. So to avoid this, we should be in touch with the parents, not only in PTMs. We should not wait only for the PTMs, right? So these were the points I would like to share, and please take PTMs seriously. Do attend. Don't think that doesn't matter. आपके बच्चे के फ्यूचर का सवाल है, आप एक बार आइए, टीचर से डिस्कस करिए. और देखिए समटाइम्स वी थिंक ना ये बहुत छोटी सी कंप्लेन है, इस पे काम करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, बट यू नेवर नो कि आपका बच्चा उस स्टेज से ही स्टार्ट हुआ है, उसमें चेंजेस. तो आप अगर उसको रूट पर ही अगर हम ग्रैब कर लेते हैं तो इट विल बी बेटर.
उसका फाउंडेशन स्ट्रांग हो जाएगा.
यस, डेफिनेटली.
Ma'am, you are talking about sports. In fact, your school is doing tremendous work in extracurricular as well as sports activities. I see, like आपके यहाँ अकेडमीज भी चलती है स्पोर्ट्स की,
Mhm.
बट लाइक इफ़ वी सी पेरेंट्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, तो अभी भी मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि इतना कुछ अवेयरनेस होने के बाद, लाइक इनफैक्ट गवर्नमेंट इज सपोर्टिंग द स्पोर्ट्स। अभी हम कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स को देख रहे थे, उससे पहले वी हैव सीन डिफरेंट प्लेयर्स लाइक हरियाणा। तो हम बात करते हैं कि इट्स द सोइल जहाँ से प्लेयर्स निकलते हैं हर स्पोर्ट्स के।
Mhm.
तो इन एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज या स्पोर्ट्स को किस तरह से हम प्रमोट करें, या पेरेंट्स इसको किस तरह से देखें, नॉट जस्ट कि एक साइडलाइन चीज़ है, बट वो एक मेन फ्रेम में भी आ सकता है।
Yes. See, sports, I would not say that this is an extra part.
हम्म,
This is the important part of education.
या
Okay. So now I would like to add that this time my 14 students have been selected in states at
ग्रेट।
SGFI games, and this is all hard work of my teachers and support of parents as well. So parents इसको एक अलग से entertainment source नहीं ले. Okay. See, this is a part of education. If child is going to play, he is going to learn discipline, leadership quality, plus he will be able to handle his failure also.
हाँ,
फेलियर सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट है कि इट्स नॉट ओनली टू सेलिब्रेट योर सक्सेस,
करेक्ट।
अपने फेलियर को भी आप सेलिब्रेट करें. दैट इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग, एंड द चाइल्ड शुड बी अवेयर ऑफ इट कि एवरी टाइम इज नॉट गोइंग टू सक्सीड, देयर मे बी फेलियर ऑल्सो, बट उस फेलियर से हम कोई सीख लें. सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स अ चाइल्ड लर्न इन द फील्ड. वो स्पोर्ट्स में ये चीजें सीख रहा है. ओके, वो क्लासरूम में बैठ के ये चीजें नहीं सीख सकता, राइट? तो इसीलिए देखो, सम ऑफ द स्कूल्स when the child is preparing for competitive exams especially, what we think that he should not waste time in playing. But if he is at least taking out 1 hour for his recreational activities or whatever sports he likes, so definitely it is going to add on,
हाँ, वो उसी
improve
को
his
बेनिफिट
performance.
करेगा।
Yes.
Definitely.
So we should not take it as an extra, but it is a part of education.
Rightly said, ma'am. Do agree. And as you mentioned the coaching part, तो like अभी भी we see schooling, coaching और tuitions as two different things. But somehow I feel कि ये कहीं ना कहीं connected dots हैं, because like schooling gives you the foundational success, or we can say the actual development. आपके अंदर जो discipline, teamwork या फेलियर सक्सेस, ये स्कूलिंग से स्टार्ट होता है. कोचिंग और ट्यूशन विल ऐड मोर टू इट, लाइक वो उनकी पर्टिकुलर एक्सपर्टीज है. तो आप इसको किस तरह देखते हैं, लाइक सच में ये दोनों चीज़ें ही ज़रूरी है, या जस्ट विद द स्कूलिंग और विद जस्ट द कोचिंग काम हो सकता है?
See, for me, both the things are important. Okay, I do agree with this. And see, what happens, school is providing a different thing. Okay, they are providing the foundation, they are building values in the student, and they are developing their personality. Holistic development is being done there. But if we come to the part of competitive exams, a focused study environment is required.
Yeah.
Okay, so that could be provided by the coaching centers. Okay, so we should not take these two as a separate entities. These two should work together, and this should be child centric. We need to think about the child, because he should not be feeling pressured about this, whatever work is being given, extra work or like that. So there should be a cooperation between schooling and coaching institute, so that the child is not feel pressure. Whatever extra work is to be required, extra studies are to be required for to achieve the marks in competitive exams, that part should be done by the coaching. Okay, and the schools are already doing their own part, so I don't think they should be complementary to each other. Okay, so both are important, if especially if a child is preparing for a competitive exams.
मैम, एक मेरा पर्सनल सवाल है, जो मैं जब खुद स्कूल में था तो मैं सोचता था कि प्रिंसिपल का एक्चुअल काम क्या होता है, एंड लाइक हाउ अ डे लुक लाइक ऑफ अ प्रिंसिपल, क्योंकि उनको एक ऑफिस में बैठना है एंड दे नीड टू डील विद द पेरेंट्स, विद द स्टूडेंट्स, विद द टीचर्स. बट इससे ज़्यादा भी मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि काफ़ी कुछ हिडन है जो इस ऑफिस में होता होगा. सो बीइंग अ प्रिंसिपल, आपके पास तो काफ़ी एक्सपीरियंस है, तो इफ़ यू कैन शेयर अबाउट योर चैलेंजेस, कि आपके क्या चैलेंजेस हैं, आपका क्या वर्क रहता है, और मोर इम्पोर्टेंटली उसमें भी सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट क्या है?
See, as you have told that everyone, mostly the students, they think that the work of the principal ma'am is to just sit in the office and sign some documents.
हाँ,
Okay, so that is not all, at all. Okay, we are having a lot of work to do. When I was not a principal, I also used to think that there is not much work to be done. Okay, because only guidance part is the part of the principal. He or she is going to guide the staff or meeting with the parents if they are having any problem. The most challenging part is that under all these circumstances you need to take the decision which are favorable for the students. You need to manage the expectations of the parents, management, teachers, but the decisions what you are taking, that should be in favor of the student.
student.
So that is the most difficult part, because sometimes what happen ki you are in a dilemma what to do, because you need to decide कि आपको डिसीजन वही लेना है जिससे बच्चे का फायदा हो. उसमें ना स्टाफ के बारे में आप सोच सकते हो उस टाइम, ना आप पेरेंट्स के बारे में सोच सकते हो, नाइदर यू थिंक अबाउट द मैनेजमेंट. वी द फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी इज स्टूडेंट्स. So that is the most challenging part sometimes happen. Okay.
मैम लाइक हम एजुकेशन सिस्टम को देख रहे हैं तो बहुत जल्दी अब इसमें चेंजेस आ रहे हैं. लाइक वी हैव सीन द शिफ्ट टू द ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन एज वेल. लाइक in my idea there are crores of students that are being studied online sitting at their home. उनके कुछ particular advantages भी हैं and there are some back points as well. How you see like in the next 5 to 10 years क्या और changes आ सकते हैं education system में?
See, education system, already technology has already arrived and you already know about AI. Okay, so most important thing is to teach our students how to think and how to learn new things instead of memorizing the things. Most importantly, we need to prepare the students for an era where there would be such kind of jobs which are not present at this time. तो हमें बच्चों को उस एरा के लिए भी प्रिपेयर करना है कि जो जॉब्स अभी आपको आप सोच भी नहीं सकते हो, शायद उस आने वाले समय में उस तरह के जॉब्स आए, तो आवर स्टूडेंट्स आर रेडी टू फेस दैट चैलेंजेस. एंड उससे भी बड़ा एक चैलेंज ये है कि टू मेंटेन द ह्यूमन साइड ऑफ अ ह्यूमन बीइंग, हैविंग एम्पैथी. Nowadays, see, gaining knowledge is not important. Everywhere information is available. Information आपको कहीं से भी मिल जाएगी. It's very easy to get it. But the thing is कि how to apply that knowledge. Okay, and most important, having kindness. Nowadays, what complaints we are getting from the parents that they are not respecting their elders. Okay, they are not having empathy. Actually, what I observe daily basis, this is the problem we are facing, ki though they will earn money, okay, for the living, okay, it's okay, but I want a child to be like a global citizen. We are producing a global citizen for the country, so that it is an asset for our country. ऐसा नहीं कि वो देश के लिए एक बोझ बन जाए. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. So हमें बच्चों को उस एरा के लिए, फ्यूचर के लिए प्रिपेयर करना है, because now you know that AI has arrived. So it is not a bad thing, but we should teach our students how to use it properly.
Definitely. So ma'am, thank you so much for sharing valuable insights. Like I hope like the viewers will get to know more about a principle about this education system. And any closing notes you want to share with the viewers?
I just want to tell, especially to the parents, because this was related to education, don't make your child's life a comparison chart. Okay, need not compare your child with anybody, because every child is unique. Okay, everyone is having their own strengths and weaknesses, and we should accept our child as it is. Just we can add on our suggestions, and we should be present there. So because a child feels very demoralized when he is being compared, whether with his sibling or friends or neighbors, तो please बच्चे के साथ आप ना करें इस तरह से, कंपेयर ना करें बच्चे को. हाँ, इफ़ यू वांट टू कंपेयर, आप उसके पिछले परफॉर्मेंस से आप उसको कंपेयर करें, बट नॉट विद एनीबडी एल्स.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And thank you to the viewers as well. And if you would like कि हम next podcast कहाँ करें, you can comment down and keep supporting our channel. Thank you so much.